Hey y'all, it's Gemini Jazz with House of Chiron, and we are here with another episode of Galactic Gossip. So, this week we are going to be covering the energies of December 5th all the way through December 11th. We tried to give it that go with the 2 weeks, but that's just a lot of energy to read. So we're going to go back to the weekly Galactic Gossip, and let's see how that works, because it was working before. Anywho, I do have a recap about what we missed in between the 1st and today. So we're going to go over that. Then we're going to talk about the energy over the 5th all the way through the 11th. And then I'm going to have a few announcements. And then we will be out of here. Galactic Gossip is not going to be that long this week because we don't have a whole lot going on, because we are gearing up for the big energies at the end of this month. So, really quick. A recap. We have recently had our full moon in the sign of Gemini, and that was an eclipse. So depending on where this was in your chart, this was just eclipsing or clipsing something off, showing things that needed to become brought to the light, so that way you can make changes. There are going to be just different synchronistic events that are going to be occurring throughout the month of December. There could be some deceptive energies where people are trying to deceive you, where you are being deceived. Things are not being seen very clearly when it comes to just certain things. So that's just kind of the energy we are still working with the full moon. We can expect this kind of thing to continue on for the remainder of this month. But it's not a major thing with the deceptive energies. It's more so things being brought to the light, so we know exactly where we need to pivot and change and move on. Cool. Also, on the 1st, we had Mercury move into the sign of Sagittarius. So we are going to be working with this energy for about 3.5 weeks. And what does that mean? Mercury. What is Mercury? Mercury is our thoughts, our perceptions, our communication, how we receive information. It's also our short distance traveling. It's small business. It's the community. So we are going to be seeing a lot of our communication and the way we relate to others move more towards a Jupiterian, Sagittarian vibe. So when you think about Sagittarius, it's about optimism, it's about enthusiasm, it's about the philosophies, the beliefs, the bigger picture. The problem is that with Mercury and Sagittarius, you actually might miss the details because you're so focused on the bigger picture. So for the next 3 weeks, we will be full of enthusiasm, which is good because it's the holiday season. Everybody's happy. Everybody's jolly. I hope y'all are. But you can still miss the bigger picture because you're not focused on the details. So just make sure that you're paying attention to the details while you are enjoying yourself and all of those things. Also, Mercury, when it moved into Sagittarius, it was making a sextile to Saturn. So that was just bringing forth some work and some things that needed to actually manifest, and things that we needed to do with our perceptions. Could have also not necessarily bring on blockages, but just show where there's still work that needs to be done in regards to our communication, how we relate to the earth, how we relate to our environment, and how we relate to everyone around us. So that is a quick recap about what was going on in the last week. Now, on to my announcements. Just quick announcements. I have now put a limit on my readings on my website. I am only open to do 10 readings per month for each type of reading. So I only have 10 solar, 10 lunar, 10 natal, so on and so forth. Once those are gone for the month, I will be completely sold out. So putting a cap on it, that is effective immediately. And moving on in the future in 2021, what I do see is that a lot of these things will be either shifting again or completely going away. So my focus is more, is shifting and it's moving away from doing individual readings. And I will be probably only opening my individual readings maybe a few times a year, maybe on the solstice every year, or maybe on each equinox. I'm not sure, but for right now, for the rest of December, they are open, but I have a limit on them, 10 each. So book me. Once they're booked up, they're gone. Catch me on the next time. So that is one of my announcements. Also, we have the Winter Solstice event that I am hosting with my beautiful cousin Ashton, and she is the wonderful owner and founder of Women Who Work. I will link all her information in the description box below. But we are hosting a manifestation party on the Winter Solstice weekend. So December 18th at 7 p.m. it will be a virtual event, so all is welcome. Right now we have a limit of 30 people that can actually join in on this beautiful manifestation party. It is a vision board experience where I will speak about the importance of doing your vision board for the future, the coming year, on the winter solstice, the energies of the winter solstice, what it typically means, and the history of it, and the astrology that's attached to it. And then also I'm going to talk about this winter solstice for 2020 and why it's so significant and why it's so special. So make sure that you all check the description box that's below and check out those links. Sign up. You can find the tickets for this on Eventbrite. And also make sure you check out Ashton's page, her webpage, and all of her information, because she has a wonderful, wonderful business that is geared towards women and getting the resources that they need to do the work that they are trying to do. This is mostly for women who have multiple things on their plate, like we all do. The mothers, the women that are full-time corporate individuals. They're in their career driven, they're in school, so on and so forth. She supports us. So that is all I have for my announcements. Now let's move on into the energy for December 5th all the way through December 11th. As I mentioned, we do not have a whole lot, but we do have some stuff popping. Okay, so as of today, December 5th, we have Venus, which is in Scorpio, all deep and passionate as it is, making a trine to Neptune in Pisces, which is now direct. Thank you, the gods. Thank you. Neptune is direct. So this is a perfect time for romance and relaxing and just chilling out. This is wonderful for daydreaming and being creative and thinking of ideas, but it is not great for motivation. It's great for putting projects together and tapping into your creativity, but with this energy being here, it is really not a great time for you to actually take action on these things. Just think about them. And this energy will be present for a few days, so making this trine, just kind of sit back. I would encourage everyone to sit back, enjoy it, enjoy your relationships, because it encourages compassion. It's going to heighten our compassion and our senses in that way. Also heighten our creativity. You know, Neptune, Pisces energy, they are creative. So it's a wonderful time to dive into music, the arts, all of those things. Moving on, we do have also on the 9th, the sun, which is now in Sagittarius, all bold and bright as it is, making a square to Neptune in Pisces on the 9th. So this is going to make it hard to even stay motivated, because it's providing some blocks. And Neptune is very chill, very relaxed. It's just, it really don't want to work. You know, it rules sleep. Neptune rules the subconscious. So the sun is going to be squaring the planet of our subconsciousness, and it's going to make it hard to stay motivated. Also, Neptune is the planet of deception and illusion, so you could be deceiving yourself. The sun is your personality, the sun is you, so you could be deceiving yourself in certain things depending on where this is aspected in your chart. And also this can bring confusion to the things that you are trying to pursue, or even with things that are happening around you. Do not jump head first into anything right now. Take your time to analyze and reassess any situation before you just subscribe to any idea of what it is. Also, this can bring deceiving energies to you. So before you sign any contract or any deal, or make any thumbs up or any green light on anything, make sure that you are reviewing and you are taking your time to allow things to manifest into what they really are. So that's what we have from the December 9th energy. Then moving on, the very next day, on the 10th, we start to feel the energy of the sun in Sagittarius making a trine to Mars. Mars is in Aries, as we know. It has been there doing what it do for quite some time. It was in that retrograde period. Now it's not in retrograde. It's moving forward, and it will soon be moving towards where it needs to go. Right? Back into, or moving towards Taurus. So right now the sun is trining Mars, and this is going to give us a boost in our confidence and our enthusiasm, which will be good to break up that energy that we are feeling from the day before with the sun squaring Neptune, as well as that real chill energy that we have over this weekend with Venus trining Neptune. So we all feeling love and compassionate into music and just chilling and eating good snacks and all that stuff. Well, the sun is coming through, and it's going to be trining Mars in Aries, boosting our self-confidence, boosting our enthusiasm. It's a great time to start those projects that you've been thinking about with the Venus trine Neptune energy for the last few days. It's also a great time to feel strong and have that courage to do something that you have not done before, something that you typically wouldn't do, typically wouldn't go after. Mars is giving you the courage for that, and it's applying that to your personality, your vitality. That is the sun. So this is going to increase our charisma and increase our abilities to get things done. So this is going to be here for a couple of days, from like the 10th to about the 12th, give or take. And then we also have on the same day, the 10th, we have Venus, which is still in Scorpio, and it's going to be making a sextile to Pluto. So this is just more passion, more deep, intense love. Your love life is just going to be, you know, great. Or you could be obsessed, because that's what Pluto does. It makes people obsessed. And think about it, it's a Scorpio. Obsessed. So you just depend on you choose what your obsession is going to be. This is also a great time if you are already in a pre-existing relationship, that it can actually increase. It can get deeper, really passionate. So just, you know, take the time and see where this is happening in your chart, and see where your passion senses will increase and where you will become obsessed and hyper laser focused on things, because that's really all that this is, just a laser focused energy. So that's all I have for Galactic Gossip. Like I said, we don't have a whole lot, because we're gearing up for the big stuff for the following weeks, because the second half of December is major. So I will see y'all next week. Make sure you check out the description box below for all the events and the details and all the things. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Bye.